Well, it's kind of a cold Sunday morning here in Albuquerque. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Daylight savings time in October. Doesn't get light till later in the morning. Anyways, I'm sitting in my car. I'm in the driveway of my house, and I'm going to drive up to Colorado Springs and deliver the typewriter, the Royal Model 10 in the back seat there, to my aunt. After several months of tinkering with it, I think I have it fixed, and I wanted to get it back to her before the winter hits and it's be harder driving up there to Colorado. So I'm going to make a road trip today. One of the other problems this typewriter had was the auto reverse of the ribbon wasn't working, and because the ribbon drive is connected to the spring motor and the motion of the carriage, I wanted to look at that, thinking maybe it was interrelated to the spacing problem it was having. And I had to go in underneath here and lubricate and clean a bunch of the joints and linkages for the whole system that does the reversing. But now, as I do my spacing, this thing will, when it gets to the end, it will auto-reverse itself. There it is, right there. Just flipped over and now it's going the other way. And as I've been working on the escapement, I have most all of the spacing problems fixed. So part of the challenge of working on these machines is getting adequate light down into the depths of it to see, and I have this torch light that illuminates from the side, and I run it in on the side through where the glass window opening is, underneath the linkages of the type bars, and I can illuminate the escapement mechanism from underneath. And a couple of things I did is I loosened up this nut, this pivot point for the rocker, the escapement rocker, to free it up a little bit looser, and hopefully my side-to-side play is not too bad. And then I adjusted this set screw for the spacing, when this line spacing feature trips the escapement. And that has helped quite a bit also. And then this linkage here that's moving for the space bar, or the space bar mechanism, comes in to activate the escapement. There is an adjustable threaded part of the linkage that you can unscrew to lengthen it or shorten it, and I adjusted it a little bit. I'm trying to think how I did it. I think I shortened it a little bit. You basically disconnect the hook here from this armhole and turn it a couple turns and put it back in, and that's helped the spacing to be more reliable as well. So this rocker drop screw on the right side of the escapement mechanism is what I adjusted, along with the right-hand pivot screw right here. I was able to turn it one turn counterclockwise on the drop screw, and about 1/8 of a turn on the right-hand pivot screw. And I make notes in mechanical pencil so I know what I did. And 2 turns of the space bar trip linkage in order to make the space bar activate the escapement a little bit more firmly and sooner. Well, in order to get on the road properly, you have to get something to eat, and I'm at Golden Pride Chicken. Really, their specialty is breakfast burritos, New Mexico green chili and sausage burrito. Number 11, that's what you want, or the bacon. It's taken me a few months, I think it's been several months, to get this Royal Model 10 typewriter of my aunt's repaired. And it was a real challenge. The two main issues, well, it needed a new ribbon, of course, but the two main mechanical issues were the automatic ribbon reverse was not working, and more importantly, or a more difficult problem, was the spacing, especially if you were typing fast or kind of a staccato rhythm. And it took me quite a while to fix both of those issues, but I do have it fixed, and I've tested it for about a week or two now to make sure it's reliable, and I'm pretty pleased with it. So driving back on a beautiful autumn morning to Colorado. What I love about this drive north of Santa Fe on I-25 up to the Colorado border is we go from the mountains of northern New Mexico, the Sangre de Cristos, to the plains of northeastern New Mexico, which is really kind of the start of the Great Plains. There's really little to distinguish this from West Texas. So it's kind of an interesting change of geography. And then up by Raton, we'll hit the mountains again. Well, here I am in my aunt's office in her home in Colorado Springs. It's Monday morning, and I have the typewriter back home on its desk after, a couple months of being down in Albuquerque getting fixed. Well, this is Monday morning after I brought my aunt's typewriter back, and it's a beautiful sunrise out there, and we are going to have a nice morning, and then I'm going to hit the road again and head back to Albuquerque. It's kind of an interesting trip driving down the interstate through southern Colorado into northern New Mexico. So much history in this part of the country. Sort of the terminus of the Santa Fe Trail.